taking that leap to start your cargo van business. But also, why I wanted to talk about this is just don't be so impulsive with it. Now, to give you the background on us, I was a CDL driver. Then I was looking into a different way to just get out of that race of like, you know, working for someone, making them feel good, putting money in their pocket, having no say. Like I've had a week and a half off, and who gave themselves a week and a half off? Me. And that's not ego. The reason I did that was because of how like the rates have been, and just the way things have been going with the gas, and just a week and a half. And that's why I do tell people not to be impulsive. Make sure you stack your money up, because when you're your own boss, there's so many things that can happen. Now, granted, trust me, we're sitting here. That's why I've been looking into local, just seeing other things. I have some other side hustles that I do, but looking into some other variations of how to do this, taking a week and a half off, just hanging out with the kids. But the reason I bring this up is that's why you can't be impulsive, because when you start a business and go for broke and just go for it, you have to be calculated before that decision. That's why I always tell everybody, if you hate your job, if you're passionate enough, save that money. And I know people that I talk to all the time that lease as well. So I'm not just saying like how I bought mine outright, because we were saving up our money for rental properties, and then started wanting to have this freedom. That's a little bit of the background, but the reason I bring up the background of what we did was just don't because I see so many people just make the decision off of their passion of hating where they are. Now, you can also turn that passion into where your current employer is, or where you're working, or what your situation is, to save that money. To, you know, like, oh, I hate this place, so I'm going to keep saving money, to where I can either, you know, lease a van, and then you have that backup money too, depending on how, you know, because you're going to want to take time off. That to me is the big reason why I did this. I didn't just do this I'm a hustler, but also it's to have that freedom. Like, that's why, like, me looking into these various places, I didn't even know there were dispatching companies that are local. My wife came out here, but that's why I did it, was freedom, period, point blank. Now, I have so many people that have helped, so it's cool to see how everyone else is doing. I got the people that went into it not calculated, because I can tell, like, when I'll talk to them, and then, you know, they're super excited, they're doing it for a little bit, and then boom, you know, they hit the wall, and then they're like, what am I going to do? This, that, and the other. And then there's the people that were more calculated, very calculated, and they're doing well. I mean, and these are people with leased vehicles too. I don't want people to ever think I think like, oh, just buy, the only way is to save up and buy a vehicle. I just did that for the overhead thing. I just didn't want any of that. I didn't want to feel like I was working to keep something. And there are the issues with that, like the things that I've had to fix out of pocket because of that. But that's, that's the reason I did it. So far, it's been a great van, but that's why I wanted to talk about this, because I don't want people to get into it just impulsively and not calculated, because it is just like any business. That's the thing too. I think people think, oh, I can just lease a van and then I can start, you know, making money. That's it. That's all I got to do. And then I've had people that didn't even save up for gas for their first run. I've seen that. Not a lot, but I've seen it. And I'm like, well, what the hell what were you thinking on that one? That's why I'm saying, like, I want everyone to succeed in this industry and to enjoy the brevity of the change of being your own boss, but doing it in a calculated way. You can do it just like go full board and then just keep stacking that money once you start. Like, if that's your goal, if your goal is to just hustle like crazy and drive, you will make that money, and that'll work too. So if you got that fire, keep that fire and keep going. But that's why I wanted to do this topic, because I see it. And that's why when people talk to me, I'm instantly about where you're located, what's your situation. If you don't mind me asking, what is your financial plan? You know, I don't do none of that, like, you know, take me under your wing stuff. Like, I do, though. That's what I mean. I talk to people all the time as they're doing their business and as they progress, like months and months and months, the ones who are doing good. But I just bring that up because it's all about how you calculate the situation. Do not just rush into it, especially at these times. Like, I got people, and that's fine if you do, Because I remember one guy who I really like, but he commented, I'm doing it anyways. And that's fine. I love the fire. I love the energy. But if we were personally looking at it, and that's the thing too, we studied videos for about 5-6 months constantly. And that's why I'll tell people, I'll say you can look through all my stuff or you can look through other people's stuff, but really, really, really do your research. Because I feel like sometimes people just want to like ask me, okay, this, and then I'll usually send a video because I touch on more of the stuff, our how-to videos and all these videos. So it's just, the reason I bring that up too is just because don't just look for the answer. Like, obviously, get help, and that's what I'm here for too. I love helping people with it, but I feel like some people don't even want to do the research. Like, because sometimes I will say, do you even watch my videos? I'll flat out say it. I'll be like, oh yeah, I love your videos. And I'll be like, you're asking me questions that I've touched on, or I'll even send them videos that are on that subject. And then later on, they're still asking that same type stuff. And I'm like, what is going on? Are you not taking the time to watch a 10-minute video? Is that how motivated you are? If you want to get into this and you're not diving in so much YouTube, and I'm not saying that to get views, I'm saying if you're not diving into it for those reasons, like if you're not fully, you have to fully commit. If you're not fully committed, do not do this. I wouldn't. That's just my opinion. But that was pretty much what I got to say on this topic, is taking that leap. But also, I want people to be motivated. That's what I do for people. I want people to be motivated and take that leap, but I want it to be a calculated leap. Because when I finally did take that leap and left my CDL job and handed in my phone, it was a scary feeling. So I want people to be motivated, but be calculated about it. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm just glad you're rocking with me. And everyone have a blessed day. And oh yeah, keep hustling.